But
we expected that though.
we all know that the Grammys. But I'm happy for her though. Yeah. I'm happy for her though because
that's how they get to separate the light skin from the brown skin. Make the light skin think they're more favored and shit.
I mean,
if it works.
I mean, you could say. I mean, Kendrick got like 3 Grammys and he's dark as shit. Talks about black shit.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
I didn't know. I don't watch that.
It's kind of weird. Like J. Cole.
I don't watch.
I think that I'm not sure who has more. I think Drake has probably had 1 more Grammy than Kendrick. Kendrick got. I think he won like 3 in a row. Like he always win rap album of the year. I'm surprised J. Cole. It is on.
Okay.
Well, let me just check. Again, I'm surprised J. Cole never won. He should have won for Forest Hills Drive, but I think that year is the one. What was that? Was that Kendrick's first album? Oh no. Was that the year that Michael Moore won for album of the year? It probably was.
I don't know.
It was some year Michael Moore won rap album of the year. Niggas
he won it over. That's when that was
over.
That was during Kendrick's first album.
Oh.
Good Kid, Mad City, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that shit.
I was like, that's the most bullish shit.
But it's the Grammys. Like we know about this. That's why.
I don't watch it. Yeah, I don't watch no white.
Yeah, I don't watch it. I mean, I know about it because people post about it, but I don't watch that shit, and we don't.
We're not gonna entertain them niggas.
We're not supposed to put that much value on that shit.
Yeah.
Like I know it's an award, it's an accolade, but they not for us. These people who. There's 2 types of voters that, as far as I know, there's people that vote for the nominees. That there are some black people in those rooms, and then there's people who vote for the winners. The niggas that vote for the winners, as far as I know and what I've heard from industry people, they not cultured. They older white people. They looking at like numbers and who's more mainstream and who they kids like and who's on the radio. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Cardi though. You know what I'm saying? Cardi won. Oh, we ain't even really do a. Welcome back, guys. We just dive right into the shit. But yeah, Cardi B won rap album of the year, which I mean, obviously is not the best rap album.
Yeah.
But it's different between it not being the best. Oh, sorry, guys. Between it being the best rap album and it not being deserved, because it's like she worked her ass off.
It was a good album. I ain't gonna front.
It was a good album.
I liked it.
It was very.
My favorite song was
very
I Like
unexpected.
It.
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
good.
Yeah, that's my shit.
It's very unexpected.
It could have been in terms of like her rise to fame, like where she was from.
Yeah, son, she had one hell of a.
Like she went from loving hip hop, like she's like
before
the
that
best.
She went from just a stripper talking shit on Instagram.
Yeah, you're true.
In her bedroom.
Yeah, I used to follow her in those days. Yeah. But I'm saying like in terms of like when America, majority of people first got like acquainted with her was with like loving hip hop. And then looking at those circles, it's like how many people were rappers on Love and Hip Hop?
Exactly. And most times,
they don't even make it to the radio.
Most times, Love and Hip Hop diminishes your brand because you out acting ratchet, you out fighting, and people look at you as a reality star. It takes away from your
content,
your craft, and your talent.
Yeah.
But she flipped that shit.
Because why? She was always being herself.
Right. That's right.
So people like that's not her acting. This is her. This like you know what I'm saying. Look at her Amazon commercial. And like this is what we love about you.
Right.
So don't change. You know what I'm saying. So,
right. But shout out to Cardi, man.
Yeah, man. You deserve it.
So,
even though Nipsey actually deserved it.
Yeah. I mean, you could say
that's
Nipsey,
my subjective.
You could say Nipsey. You could say Pusha T had a great album.
I didn't really like it like that. I love Pusha T a lot, but I don't like.
You could say Drake. They were saying Mac Miller was in the running, even though
it's because he died.
And a lot of people was gonna give me flack for this, but I see a lot of niggas on Twitter saying that Mac Miller got snubbed. He should have won. Look, they're gonna be like, how you gonna say you didn't listen to it? I ain't listened to the album.
I mean, neither. I spit a Mac Miller verse when he died. I fuck with Mac Miller, but
I listened to the album.
I'm pretty sure that's.
But honestly, this is what y'all do. When somebody does, y'all put them on this pedestal to where when they up for awards, it's on some like, all right, give it to him because he passed away. Everybody gets elevated after they pass.
That's
so
bullshit.
I'm not saying that he's not deserving of the award. I'm just saying I know how y'all niggas be.
And we not gonna be fake with our judgment. Just because you died, I'm not gonna say that's like us dying. Oh, they had the greatest podcast.
Right, like nah.
We know damn well there's better podcasts out there. In turn,
I shit the best, nigga. Fuck all that. Fuck all that.
You didn't let me finish. I was gonna say, and in due time, we gonna give them niggas.
We the best now, money, nigga. We the best now.
All right, let's get it. We the best.
That's my energy. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Khaled.
Who else won big? Album of the year and country album of the year went to a country person, right? Record of the year and song of the year, which I don't know the difference. They both won the This Is America by Childish Gambino. Record of the year and song of the year, he won. I don't really know what's the difference.
Yeah, man.
I guess it's like one is impact and one is like sonically how it sounds. I don't know.
Maybe. Or one is local and one is international. Maybe.
Who knows?
Record could be international.
Who knows? Rap song of the year went to God's Plan by Drake. And
that's not a rap song though.
I mean, yeah, it's rap.
Like certain
it's
songs
not an R&B
from
song.
Drake is not rapped on his album.
It's not an R&B song.
It's not an R&B song, obviously.
Was it a pop song?
It's a hip hop, I would say. It's a hip hop song. There's a
white people don't know how to distinguish.
Yeah, but I'm saying
so it has to be put in a rap.
This is why we need our own shit because
we do. We have BT.
We need our own shit.
Nobody goes
own shit because
because BT's owned by Viacom and
it's a white person.
Yeah.
Fuck.
When we had Soul Train Awards.
We have as a stamp. We're fooled when we see what's her name, Deborah Lee, at the awards and stuff.
Yeah.
We think in our perception is like, oh, she is BT. She owns BT.
No.
But that's not the case.
No.
She's just like
she's like the chairman, right? Or like the executive.
I think she's a chair.
Something like that.
Chairwoman.
They owned by Viacom. Viacom owns the MTV, VH1, all that shit.
But what I was about to say is what was I talking about?
How damn nigga, we was talking about like we need to have our own.
Oh yeah, we need our own shit because we know how to distinguish between hip hop and rap.
Right.
Other people, they hear hip hop, they say, oh rapper, and vice versa. Hip hop is rap and hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, that's not the case.
Well, there's no hip hop award in the Grammy, so he won that.
I know.
But he gave a really good speech. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't watch anything.
He basically, in his speech, he was like, and the Grammys cut him off at the end, like started playing the music, and then they went to commercial. Like,
was it long or was it just so impactful?
It wasn't really long. It was kind of impactful. It wasn't really long. Probably was like 30 seconds.
Oh, they disrespectful.
And then like he said what he had to say, and then he was about to say something else, and then they went to commercial. That's what I saw on YouTube. He's basically saying when he got to the war, he was like, we live in we work in an opinion-based sport. Like, it's not like basketball or the NBA where you have these accolades and these stats that you could determine who has the better stats. And in our culture or opinion-based. So that's what these awards are. And he was like, if you're someone in your city, like, if in your city you are someone that you have people come out to your shows, they stand in the rain and the sleet and they know all the words to your songs, then you already won. You don't need this. You don't need this award. You don't need this Grammy.
Yeah.
And then after he said that, they cut him off. It's like, alright, nigga, you starting to diminish our shit. You can't be accepting the Grammy. You saying they don't need the Grammys, nigga. So they cut him off of that. But that was really good. Really good, noble. That's some real shit though, cause we put too much value on the Grammys and then we get mad, but we don't. It's like we kind of like we gotta pick a side. It's like either we know they don't fuck with us and this award's not for us. So why when you don't win you get mad? But you just said these
Drake
niggas.
was mad.
No, not talking about us as a culture.
Okay.
Like we always say, the Grammys don't know us for real. They're not for us for real. They're going for who they want to vote for. But then when niggas lose, it's a big uproar on social media. Like, why didn't he win? We know why he didn't win.
I'm gonna say this though, because it's all about the narrative, and Yeah, it's all about the narrative. So, before we get into the subject, it's like, for example, the whole Floyd Mayweather thing. Majority of black people are against Gucci now, but
you want to jump into that from him?
We can, but him and for now he's making an exception, saying I'm gonna buy what I want to buy with my money. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's like majority know it's not for us. We not fucking with it, but a few would be like, oh, I'm upset that I didn't win. You see what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It's the same exact narrative.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a complex that people live with, whereas they are
seeking validation,
but they want to be in the house. And when they be in the house, they know they're not on the same level as the master, but I'm better than those in the field.
Right. It's still like
I won a Grammy.
It still feels good to
I
be
know
in
I'm
the
not
house.
Elton John, but I'm better than you, black person, black man, black woman, who don't have a Grammy.
Right.
Because that's what niggas resort to. And that's why I fuck with Drake, because his undergirding message that I got from it, I didn't hear it, but based on what you just said, it's all about energy and genuinity. If I'm the man in Brooklyn, even if I'm not the man in New York City, if I'm the man in Brooklyn and people genuinely rocking with me, that I made it. That's what I'm here for. Like, it's all about my message and it being, resonated with my people. That's all it is. Now, when you make it to the Grammy and him saying, like, in terms of you don't need this, what I take it as is he's referring to their tangible items that is
like awards
regarded as accomplishments.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Basically, you don't need this validation from them.
Yeah, you don't need that to be acknowledged by them.
Chrome gold
to feel good about yourself on a musical level.
Right.
If you could sing, you could rap, you could do whatever.
You got niggas that fuck with you.
Yeah, you that nigga already.
And plus, winning is all relative to the person.
Exactly.
Like winning to somebody could be he put his album out. Like just getting an album out and having it on multiple platforms. However, way it is.
Doing something independent could be winning.
Yeah.
Signing a contract
on iTunes could be a win for somebody. But then somebody else, they gotta sell 1 million records. That's winning to them. They're not winning until they reach that mark. So it's all relative to you. So you're in control of what you deem as a win. So basically, don't let these people tell you that you're not a winner unless you win their award, because you're giving them power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck them.
But
I'm gonna say this too. I disagreed with that whole J-Lo doing a tribute to Motown.
That was weird.
What the fuck? I'm like, when
that was weird.
How about we have
someone black?
Keisha Cole do a tribute for Selena. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It wouldn't
a black person do Selena tributes. Let's have Tiana Taylor do a tribute for Celine Dion. No. It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not fucking the same.
Yeah.
Damn, J-Lo is cool and all, but it's not the fucking same.
Yeah. And niggas fuck with J-Lo, but she shouldn't have been doing the Motown tribute.
Yes.
Like it ain't no hate. She shouldn't have been there.
Damn.
That's like you acting in Jackie Chan in the Kung Fu movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, I got the accent down pat, but fuck. That's like her. You got the lyrics down packed, but shit. Right. It's not the fucking same. It just doesn't resonate with us the same.
Right.
I'm trying to whitewash our shit. Not a J-Lo, but the
Hispanic wash.
Well, when you look at people's phenotype, it's all about,
She don't look white though.
I know.
Her skin is beige.
I'm not saying she look white.
But that ass,
when I say whitewash, I'm not saying like whitewash.
Oh.
But it's
you mean like anything other than black?
Slowly
that's
assimilate.
In black culture.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know
exactly. Because look at people's actions. It's like you was with a black guy. I mean, what happened. I don't know what happened between y'all.
She got scared. She's fucking with P. Diddy. That whole shit with Sean happened.
Then it's like nothing but white and Hispanic after.
She got scared too. She don't subscribe to that when she
like
go
what?
back. You don't go back.
Not just her, but I look at celebrities different when I see y'all fucking with like black people or whatever, and then when it's time for marriage and procreation, you fuck with somebody outside of black, somebody who is definitely not black. You see what I'm saying? Like I look at you totally different now.
I mean
to each their own, but I just look at you different.
For
me, it's like we're just a fetish in a sense. You just want us for sex, recreational sex, and that's it.
Right.
You hit my G-spot, cool. All right, you made me come, cool. Now let me go fuck with Tom, who's not gonna do these things, but when I give birth, my baby is gonna be better off in life.
Right.
In all quotes. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
What?
Yeah, wait. I get what you're coming from, but when it comes to like people, I mean, I don't be knowing people's situation. Like, if somebody dated multiple black men or women, and then all of a sudden they stop, and then they have a family with somebody that's not black. I mean, I don't really know what to make of that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just didn't work out, and then the next person they worked out with happened to be white. Who knows? Like, when people, I don't know, because, like, love is a tricky thing. Like, you never know who you're going to fall in love with. You never know who's going to click with you. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not always about love. I'm not saying that they're all white supremacists or they're all racist or they're all, prejudiced.
Yeah, nah.
But I'm just saying, like, that shit is very,
Telling?
Well, that's your word.
I like using that word.
That shit is very...
That term.
Peculiar to me.
Peculiar. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Let's hop into this Gucci shit, though, man, because...
Gucci? Oh, man. Gucci Man got to change his name now.
Look. Let me tell you something about black people. Black people, we are such hypocrites, son. We are such hypocrites, bro. When it comes to like shit to stand on, like we so quick, and this is what I'm gonna get in your eyes. We so quick to cancel the white
black
man
person
when they doing something wrong, right?
Nah, we quick to cancel black person.
Are you sure?
What?
Are you sure? Watch.
You know, there's people wasn't fucking with Farrakhan when them niggas put out fake shit talking about he killed Malcolm X.
I'm telling you, watch.
People stopped fucking with Martin Luther King because they was like, oh, he was cheating on Coretta.
Well, I don't really know about that.
Yeah.
I don't really know about that. From what I see,
we're quick to say fuck the white man.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of black people that be doing crazy shit and niggas, hence R. Kelly, hence, he's a go-to, hence Michael Jackson.
What did Michael Jackson do? Yo, what did Michael Jackson do?
Son.
You believe Michael Jackson fucked kids?
Hence Michael Jackson, hence...
I don't stand by what Dominique is saying. I'm listening to him.
You know what? I can't wait until they put out that documentary with Sundance.
Yeah, who is they?
I just want to watch.
Like you're
a
hypocrite right now yourself.
How?
Oh, the white media, the majority of media.
Look,
of course they gonna put out shit to go with the narrative that they want to push.
Okay. I'm glad you said that.
I mean, white parents came out and said we put our children up to it.
Look, I'm glad you said that.
You sound crazy right now.
Look, I sound crazy?
Yes, you sound crazy, man.
I'm glad you said that. So let's say let's say Michael Jackson did do it, right?
Did or didn't?
Look, let's say he did do it,
I'm
right?
not gonna say that.
But let's just say he did do it.
Dominique say that, yeah.
Let's say he did do it, but they are putting out a documentary right after R. Kelly. Because they're putting it after right after R. Kelly, it seems convenient and it seems like it's a
conspiracy.
Yeah, you could say. But if he did it, I don't give a fuck when they put it out. They could have put out the same day as R. Kelly. Okay. They could have put it out in the same movie as R. Kelly.
Okay.
If Michael Jackson did that shit for real, I don't care who produced it. I don't care who exposing it. I don't even care if the niggas that made it with the intent to bring Michael Jackson down. If he touched little boys in that way,
okay,
what's it more to talk about?
Okay,
like I get what you're saying. Like, oh, it's the white media putting it out, but we are disregarding the idea that he possibly could have did this shit. I don't give a fuck what the intentions was. I could have the intentions to, let's say me and you get into an argument, right? And I know some shit about you. I know some shit like maybe you robbed a liquor store or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Right? But nobody knows about this shit. Me and you get to an argument, right? All of a sudden, I want to snitch on you. Mm. A person may look at that and be like, because y'all had an argument, now you want to snitch. But that don't disregard the fact that you created a crime.
That's a bad analogy.
How?
Because that's something hypothetically that actually happened. If me and you legit knew that I robbed this liquor store, and then you purposely went out and, did it to disparage my name, and because of, you were being malicious at that moment, that's not the same as
white media possibly
making a fake
wanting
story.
To bring. That's the assumption under you think is fake.
Okay, me and other black people who, think outside the box.
Who love Michael Jackson.
No, who think outside the box.
Because I know older black people that will never think anything.
There's older black people that think Michael Jackson fucked them.
But there are older black people that will never think anything bad about Michael Jackson because of the way he made them feel the entirety of their lives.
Okay.
And that's the bias in it. I'm not that black person.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if you're black. If you're a bad person, period, then you should, that's it.
Okay, I agree. You know this. You know I've been cutting.
You be cutting niggas some slack because they black. You can't admit that?
That's not a fact.
Alright. Continue, go ahead.
How do you know that he fucked them kids? If 10 white people, kids, who were kids, now like 27, 28, 30 years old, if they go on TV and say, Michael Jackson fucked me, how do you know that shit is true? How do you know that they're telling the truth?
Well, you already know that I believe that anything could be a lie. So
I don't know that.
So for me to say I believe it really means nothing, because that shit could be a lie. Like I said before, everything could be a lie. The only thing we know is that I'm in front of you right now.
Okay. But
I know anything could be fucking Michael Winston.
You're not answering my question right now, though. How do you know that?
That's what I just answered it.
No, you did not.
I don't
because
know.
When we first got on Michael Jackson, you were saying.
I could say I believe it, right? But that's different from you.
You didn't say you believe. You said he fucked them kids.
Look, listen. That means I believe.
No, that means you know that he fucked them kids. One is definitive, one is subjective.
I could say I believe, and you could ask me, how do you know that? Just because I believe something don't means I know 100%.
No, I would ask you what makes you believe that, or what makes you think that. It's the difference.
When I see stories like Michael Jackson's story, and I'm still on the fence about it. I want to see documentary, but it's only premiered at Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah.
So I still want to see it.
I want to see that bullshit too.
But when I look at stories where it's the same thing being said about one person, about multiple people, right? Yeah. For over maybe 20
decades. Yeah.
Yeah, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
That's very telling to me. I'm not saying I believe it cold-heartedly, but that's very telling to me. Yeah. Why is this one thing being said against you? Yeah. With a lot of similarities. There's a lot of things pointed to it. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the Pimp Chronicles Part 1 by Cat Williams the other day. And
he believed that too.
And it's a comedy sketch, right? Mm-hmm. But he was saying shit that when I watched when I was younger, I didn't catch. But when he said it now, I was like, this shit makes sense. Like, wait, he said one thing about Whitney Houston. He was like, for 20 years, black people been saying that Whitney Houston don't smoke crack. Mm-hmm. He was like, somebody say you smoke crack for 20 years, bitch, you smoking crack. Right? Mm-hmm. But that's just like a simple statement. Yeah. Right? Yeah. What he said about Michael Jackson, he was like, when you look at Michael Jackson and how he acts around kids and how, like, I forgot the guy's name. The nigga was like 30 years old and he was small. No. He was black. He was like 30 years old, but his body was small. He was like
Gary Coleman?
Nah, not Gary Coleman.
Emmanuel Lewis,
okay. Right? It was just a lot of things about Michael that was just like kind of creepy, but as black, or as anybody, when you love somebody's art and you love how they make you feel, you pass up on red flags. We do this in relationships. You know this nigga cheating on you, but you love him so much. We do that with niggas that we love. Figures in our life. Michael Jackson is probably the most famous person of all fucking time. So I can't expect black people to be like
Tracy McGrady.
I can't expect black people to hear some shit I'm pretty sure when the shit come out like Grammy come out, and for all we know, the shit might be clear as day. Like when I knew about R. Kelly, but when I watched that Grammy, I'm like,
oh my god.
When I watched that shit, I was like, it's clear as day he did it.
He's like, I knew it.
Like I knew it. No, I knew it, but like it's like damn, like now I really know.
Okay.
Far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
So for all we know, when we watch that maybe with Sundance, Michael Jackson, it might be clear as day, and some people would still be like, no, there's no way. Just not even looking at like the facts and like the evidence and shit. Yeah. Only because his name is Michael Jackson and he sung songs. Okay. That's it. Okay. That's my problem with people. So
okay, can I talk now?
But wait,
you talking like?
But wait,
my God, fuck.
But I'm saying one more thing. Cat Williams said he was like, when you go to his house, he has like Alizé. He don't like it, but women like it, so he has.
I
it
don't
for
know
them,
that. Cat Williams
right?
said this.
But
okay.
This is what he's saying, right? We go to his bedroom. There are silk sheets and silk pillowcases. Now for him, it's so when bitches come over, their head won't get fucked up, right?
Oh, you talking about Cat Williams?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Michael Jackson had Alizé in his house.
No.
Okay, I got what you're saying now.
So he was like, these are things that I have in my house to make women comfortable when they come over.
Yeah.
What would someone that like, and it sounds crazy because it's a joke, what would someone that like kids have at their house to make kids feel comfortable?
Toys, games, candy.
Toys, games, an amusement park.
Animals.
You can sleep in bed with me. It's fine.
Well,
I'm Michael
that's
Jackson.
not something that you have. You can sleep in bed with me. That's not something you have.
I mean, but these
that's
things.
A statement.
Okay, but it's all in totality of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I got what you're saying.
So,
because kids like sleepovers.
I'm just saying, this is very telling.
Okay.
But good.
First of all,
does that sound crazy? I think it made a lot of sense just now.
Going back to what you said, no, you made a lot of sense to someone who doesn't think for themselves.
Okay. Because apparently I'm whitewashed, and I'm just on this podcast that just love white people, and I hate black people, so everything I say.
Someone who doesn't think for themselves. I never. Because
you be talking like I'm like whitewashed, but I be faking like I'm black. Like
with the media shit,
I'm on everybody's necks.
With the media shit, you be contradicting yourself. You can't say the media is owned by these people and they push what they want to push.
But
to
that's
what they
why
want
I
to
said.
Socialize as.
That's why.
But then you believe what.
But that's why I said it don't matter who makes it if the facts are there and if it shows that it's believable and niggas been saying this shit for 30 plus years. I don't give a fuck who. Nigga, the KKK could have put it out.
Oh my God. Can I speak now?
Does that mean that it's not true because the KKK put it out?
Yeah. Can I speak?
That's basically what you're saying. But go ahead.
Yeah. There's a quote, a very famous quote, and it says, if you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it. The lie can be maintained only for such time as the state can shield the people from the political, economical, and or military consequences of the lie. It thus becomes vitally important for the state to use all of its powers to repress dissent. For the truth is the mortal enemy of the lie, and thus, by extension, the truth is the greatest enemy of the state. With that motherfucking being motherfucking said,
there's no nuance in that. There's no context behind that.
If we keep telling a lie long enough,
do the lie have witnesses? Do the lie
how
have
many
legal
people
documents?
believed America was not behind September 11th? How many people believe?
That's a bad example. You know why? Because there's evidence supporting.
Okay, there's evidence supporting the truth. White people came out saying, I put my child up to this, but you're not mentioning that. There's evidence supporting everything. that is falsified, being pushed by the media. That's my point.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? That's my point. Just because somebody keep repeating, it could be 30, 50, 40, 100 years. Oh, y'all came here as
that statement says a lie
servants
being pushed for a long period of time, right? To the point where it's going to be believed. But if and I'm doing
isn't it
quotation,
convenient that every so often cases pop up with Michael Jackson since the 90s? Same thing with Bill Cosby when he first proposed to buy.
Convenient.
Because first time it happened was like 91, 92. These child actors, whatever, came out. Macaulay Culkin was one of them. I don't know if he alleged, condemned Michael Jackson of touching him, but he was in the house and his face was plastered on TV. Oh, Home Alone star. I think it was like 94, 95, because it was past Home Alone. Home Alone star, with the case and all of that shit. And it was a couple other young kids. I think it was a black, I forgot, Chet, some shit, I believe. But it was a couple other known children that was in the media around the case as well, who were known to visit Michael Jackson's house. It's convenient because the case started in the 90s, then it popped back up in the 2000s, early 2000s, to like 2004, 2005, and then it kept, and now they're coming out with a Sundance.
So what's the conveniency of the 2000s and the 2005? Like,
because every so often we're gonna keep showing you this thing to remind you, oh, this happened. Oh, he was alleged of this. Oh, he was condemned of this. So because we keep bringing it out, it gotta be true because y'all keep bringing it out.
So that's your assumption.
That's not my assumption. That's what I know.
Okay.
This is how the media work.
Okay. That's your assumption that every time they bring it up, it's to remind you. You don't think
it's to keep people socialized.
Okay. You don't think in your mind that a few of those times it was brought up, it's because an incident actually happened?
No.
All right. And
if I know you're having,
no need to talk about.
If I know you're having children in your bed, what's the most logical shit that I could come up with to defame you? Oh, you touched a child. Why? Because this is the facts that we have. It was a fact that this kid slept in your bed.
So why is that not believable in any sense that he could have done that?
I know what I know. You believe what you believe. In addition to what I just said, multiple people came out saying Michael Jackson never had a childhood, and because of that, he chronologically was an adult, but mentally was a child. Anybody who listened to a Michael Jackson interview, watch him play it around, they can come to this same fucking, assertion.
I mean, he's the only person that I've heard had that type of childhood that actually did things like that.
Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
Because I feel like
if he's the only person that you heard of, and he's clearly portraying what you heard of, and it's it's
no, I'm saying each other. I feel like people gave Michael a pass because of who he is. Because we've heard of, there's a lot of children who's had rough childhoods who never got a chance
that we know
really be a child. I mean, there's celebrities and people in history who, I mean, I can't have I don't have their names out right now because who remembers fucking names? But there are people out there that have had rough childhoods and had to they
grow up fast.
Yeah, grow up fast. Had to take care of their siblings or whatever because their parents either passed away or they was in foster care, whatever the case is, and
But that's not Michael Jackson's case. He didn't have to grow up fast. His father forced them to become child stars. Him and his brothers. He never had a childhood like playing with friends and shit. So as he's growing up, he always yearned for that. So he would do that with friends. Madonna told stories at the fucking Grammys or VMAs, one of them top awards. He was pulling a prank on another like top performer.
Okay.
This is what he did. That's what I'm saying. Who pulls prank? Do grown fucking... Do you think Barack Obama will be pulling a prank on somebody?
I mean, you picking somebody who's the president.
At a top of
so it's not... He's different.
All right, do you think Drake...
Adults pull prank... Like, there was a game show... What is called Punk? Like that's all pranks.
Oh my god!
I said pranks all the time.
I said he was pulling a prank at the Grammys or the VMAs, a live event, a live notable event.
But your question was, what adult pulls pranks like that? Like people still pull pranks. That's
oh my gosh. Anyway, yo, let's get off of this because we're gonna make this shit a Michael Jackson episode. I said what I said, and I had sustainable facts, substantial facts.
Okay, so what do you say to them people that watch the documentary and there are facts supporting their cause?
What are those facts? I gotta see the facts. I
know.
gotta see their facts. Just because a white person say, "Oh, I'm a sheriff deputy," and I remember a little Timmy, and he tell a sob fucking story about Michael Jackson touching a child and the child coming to him and saying that, "Oh, I was very troubled and this and that," and they play little sad piano music in the back. All these shits to play on your fucking impulses in your body on a fucking physiological level. People
This nigga's only getting a pad because he's Michael Jackson.
People succumb to the shit. Oh, it must be true.
When niggas first mentioned the R. Kelly shit, niggas had the same stance.
We're not talking about R. Kelly right now.
But my point is, because he's a big stars, niggas had the same stance. This is all convenient. This is all... We hear this shit all the time.
I can't wait.
You mean me?
Yo.
Oh, you mean talking about other people?
When I first mentioned the R. Kelly shit, you was like, did he really do it?
Yeah, did he really do it?
And that's why what you're saying about Michael Jackson right now is lacking validity to me. Because
of what I said initially about R. Kelly.
R. Kelly shit was clear as day. We knew what the fuck he was doing. And you still was like, are you sure? So when it comes to Michael Jackson, I'm like...
You're fucking crazy.
Even if...
So you believe everything they said about R. Kelly in that documentary was true?
Yes.
Okay, that was my that was my main opposition. But not everything was fucking true.
Like weeks before documentary came out, and that was your stance. This is before I even seen documentary.
And what was my question? Do you believe everything that was said about him to be true? You said yes. I said no. I don't know if everything.
No,
because
that was the second episode.
You tend to say make definitive fucking statements like you were there amongst these people or there in person observing these things. No, I always take a neutral stance. I say I don't know.
Nah,
if I don't. Whatever I substantiate my fucking claim on, I have proof to support myself. If you beg to differ, bring up a situation right now
that you've read that you believe to be true, or things or people who...
I always say whenever I read something or hear something, I apply my critical thinking and knowledge on that subject, and then I make my decision.
So
I don't just read shit. Reading shit could be the same as being socialized from the media.
Okay, so what's different between me reading things and watching documentary and doing my critical thinking on that and making a definitive statement on that?
What do you use as...
No, but what's the difference though? Because you said that you read things and then you hear things from people who you look up to, like Farrakhan, those folks who are respectable people, and then you put your critical thinking and you make a definitive statement.
Okay.
Well, what's different between me doing that, but me doing my research on R. Kelly and watching the documentary and then doing my...
You really don't do research on R. Kelly.
How do you know that? How do you know what I do on my...
Because when we speak, you don't bring up research that was done by yourself. You say, I watched the documentary and it was crazy.
Because it's different from me saying...
He did this to that woman.
It's different between you saying, I got this information from this book or by this author. I'm reading stuff that I read on the internet and articles and...
That doesn't make my shit more substantial because
that's not what I'm saying.
That's
not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a different frame of reference. Like you have, I read this on this page by this thing. I have this website.
I check different sources. That's one of my main things.
When I do my research, I'm not coming on here to say, hey, I went on this page. I don't give a fuck about telling y'all that. I did my research in my personal time. Whether y'all think that I should write out the fucking where I got it from is
that has nothing to do with it.
It's y'all shit. Just because I don't say, hey, I did my research, I found this website, I did this, doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's my point.
You're talking in circles.
How?
Because you just asked me what's the difference between you and your media and me and my books, right?
No, I said me and my research. You assume that it's me because
No. You just said what's the difference between me reading a book and applying my critical thinking and you watching a documentary and applying your critical thinking. Right?
And researching articles and like stuff like that on the internet.
But initially you said, and you watching a documentary.
No, I said both actually. I said both at the same time.
Oh my God.
I said both.
I know what I heard.
It's the you can run it back. It's the same shit. That's what I'm saying. We both make definitive statements when we feel like we believe something.
Okay.
We both do that. It's no different. You have your sources, I have mine.
I don't make definitive statements based on feelings. You just said when we feel like we believe something. I don't make it based on feelings.
Okay.
Anyway, you were speaking about some shit and we got into, and you mentioned Michael Jackson and we got into all of this shit.
Yeah, it was Gucci. The Gucci shit.
Alright, cool. Continue.
The Gucci shit, basically,
Gucci been, well, not just Gucci. A bunch of designers been putting out
Montclair, Prada,
blackface shit, and people know. Like, we need to stop the bullshit. Oh, what I was saying about black people, like nobody's gonna cancel Gucci.
They're not. Niggas is not gonna niggas talk the talk, but don't walk.
No one's gonna cancel Gucci.
Niggas is still gonna
buy Gucci, Prada,
Montclair coats.
We don't stand on our fucking
convictions.
Yeah. We talk all this shit, but when it come to what we gotta do,
they don't do shit.
And
niggas gonna still wear their Gucci, gonna still wear their Prada. Yeah. You know why? Because we feel like when we wear this shit, we a better version of ourselves. Cause we don't really love ourselves. I love myself wearing the cheapest shit, cause I know that without them clothes, I'm still me. Those clothes don't build up my personality, my stature.
Add to my content.
Maybe to you, cause word, that nigga wearing a Gucci sweater. That nigga has some money. For all you know, I could have spent my last bit of my money on that shit.
I could be facing eviction just to buy that shit, just to come front and stunt.
You know what I'm saying?
On some shit that took like probably $50 to create and was sold for $700.
So Floyd was like, he said he gonna wear what he want because he said he loves everybody and then he's not a follower. He gonna do what he want. But that's a cop-out statement.
Yeah.
That's a cop-out statement. Of course you have your own money. You can do what you want with your money. But if you're not standing for something, then like,
what are you doing? Like,
we know you got money. We know that already. You don't have to say that all the time.
You're not doing shit with your money that's helping anybody, as far as I'm concerned, as far as yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, Gucci could come out right now with a fucking KKK hood. Niggas is still wear Gucci.
Kanye, I remember his jacket, he had the Confederacy flag. And he was talking some bullshit. Kanye, a lot of people really don't know what the fuck they be talking about before they talk. Oh, the flag wasn't about racism. And the fucking definition of that flag is racism. I read the nigga who created the shit. He said this flag is for white supremacy and black inferiority. He didn't say black inferiority, I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, this shit it symbolizes our supremacy. What the fuck does that mean, Kanye?
Yeah.
Like, I have members in my family. Oh my God. They was talking about this shit. They was like, oh, well, you know, they had the red lips before and other stuff. And then it just happened to be on a black sweatshirt. And when you pull it up, it happened to be by your mouth area. And it happened to be pertaining to blackface. All this shit happened to be.
Right.
The fucking creative designer.
Right.
Happened to... That shit is not coincidental.
It's all by chance. Like, these people know what blackface are. This is. Like, we know this shit.
And the funny thing is, the person... I graduated. I have a fucking fashion degree. Yo, this is what really pisses me. This is what it doesn't even piss me off because I really don't debate people like that no more. This is what befuddles the fuck out of me. Like, you're speaking on shit out of feelings and emotion, and I'm like, okay, all right, dude, okay, all right. And it's like, you want me to accept what you're saying because you're older or your family, or you want me to think outside the box with you and just be, white supremacy apologist. And it's funny to me because they all people like this, it's not only with the fashion. Black people get shot. Oh, well, we don't know what he did. But we saw the cop roll up, beat the shit out of them, and then shot him. But when we see another video of a white man punch a fucking cop in his face, steal his gun,
and drive
and
off,
shoot him.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And another cop is right there, and he doesn't shoot the guy, you don't say shit. Yeah, so it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's very telling.
Like, maybe you need to shut your mouth. Because you're clearly one-sided. You're clearly a fucking house nigga.
Right.
And that's how I feel. Like, it's a lot of house niggas around everybody.
It's a lot of house niggas that's in the field with us. Think about that.
Yeah, they step on the fucking...
Them niggas,
they're once...
but they in the field with us.
You know what it is? They're 1 foot on the porch of the house and 1 foot on the field.
Right.
So they playing both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Fashion design.
I see through that shit.
Is,
I see through that shit, man.
You know how easy it would have been to make the lip area white, or just make the whole shit black? But, like, blackface has been in, like, the fashion world since forever. As far as, like, demeaning black people and, like, well, not just in fashion, just like overall, like in theater, like when we couldn't act in films, they painted white people's face as black and they made lips white to make fun of our features and like force demeaning stereotypes about black people. All this is known shit.
Not to the cool.
So it's not just like they just happen to have a red sweater over the mouth and then have red. Like, it's not like a happen thing. Everyone knows about blackface.
Not everyone.
They know of it, they just say they don't.
Nah.
They fucking know about it. So,
some people...
It's a very definitive thing, like, oh, it's black, but it's red. That's clearly blackface. It's clearly blackface. It's red, a black face with red lips, that's a symbol of that.
Yeah. You know... Like, something that we subscribe to and indulge in that clearly shows blackface and disrespects us, but yet we still fuck with it? Dragon Ball Z. Mr. Popo.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Popo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clearly disrespectful.
Yep.
And then they come out with...
We some form of hypocrites.
Yeah. And then they come out with oob. So it's like, why the fuck you didn't just make him look like oob?
Right.
I remember in the tournament... the beginning of the Boo saga, when Goten and Trunks was in the tournament, and there was a black dude in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't as black as Mr. Popo, but he was dark skinned, and he had some big pink lips, and he was acting goofy and shit while he's fighting. And I'm like, look at that.
Oh, I think I know you. Yeah.
He got eliminated because he was whack, but
yeah.
I'm like,
but even when you look at Hercule he's brown skinned, has the afro.
I would say he's like a tan white guy, a very, very tan white guy.
He's brown. No,
I know his skin is brown,
but he has an afro.
Very
it's curly. Yeah. We are the only people that have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless they Jewish.
Yeah, and he's fucking trash in the anime too.
Yeah.
But
I just wanted to make a quick note of that. Yeah, we are hypocrites to an extent as well, but
we're not gonna cancel that shit. We're gonna have a big uproar on social media.
I've been pointing out,
and then we're gonna
I've been pointed out the whole Goku thing too. Goku, Naruto, a ninja with blonde hair, blue eyes, happened to be the best fucking ninja. White people didn't create ninja.
Oh yeah.
Naruto.
Oh yeah, blonde, white, blue eyes. Yeah.
Goku when he gets stronger, Super Saiyan was one of the most like important aspects of the show. Green eyes, blonde hair. Yeah. And it's Japanese people creating this shit. Like, we been spoke about it. Niggas dropped the bomb on y'all and y'all just became full fucking subservient. That's crazy. I mean, that shit, I know how to distinguish fun shit from real shit. So I watch that shit and it's like, yeah, it's cool to talk about, but that shit does not encompass me, or does it rearrange my fucking mind and my thinking capacity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I heard Kodak said some weird shit too about it.
Yo, he said some dumb shit. He said something like, black people be reaching with shit, and he was like, these people didn't say nothing racist. They he was like, these people ain't say nothing racist, and he was just like that. We making this something that is not. I mean, he said it in a more ignorant way, obviously, but it's because when he said these people didn't say nothing racist, that's very telling to me. Because, like, they're not going to say racism. They're not going to say it. They're going to show it in subliminal ways.
Kodak and like, the people in my family.
What the fuck? Like,
are limited in their thinking and their vocabulary. They don't know the difference between overt and covert. And if you don't know the difference between... And if you don't even know the difference of racism, you're not going to peep overt racism or covert racism. Mm-hmm. It's gotten to a point that anybody, Liam Neeson, an actor,
let's get into him after this.
World-renowned clothing designer or their brand could literally come out and say, fuck all black people, or black people could suck my dick, and black people would still buy their shit.
Yeah.
That's how dumb that's how dumbed down we are. That's how much we hate ourselves.
Right. And you know what's, I want you to finish.
That's all it is. Like, we hate ourselves that much that you could clearly disrespect me. We are hoes, and all these different groups are pimps. Yeah. And we're being gorilla pimp the fuck out of ourselves, except for the certain people, because certain shit just don't fly with me.
Right.
But the people who are, subjugated and their actions show their subserviency, they're the ones that's being pimped. And niggas, they get abused mentally, financially, socially, economically, lawfully, and they just accept the shit and grow their kids up to accept that shit too.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to say also before we move on to Mr. Liam Neeson. Gucci and these designers are not cheap, right? So when I speak to people that's like, black folks who's like, who like they eat meat or whatever, and they say like I can't go vegetarian to be healthier or do these things or eat healthy because healthy food is too expensive, right? Like the easiest thing for me to buy is a burger at a fast food spot or get some chicken in the deli. You know what I'm saying? Going out and eating healthy is more expensive.
I think I know where you're going.
But y'all niggas will spend $1,400 on a Gucci bag.
Yeah.
But y'all niggas will spend $800 on some Gucci shoes. So which side are y'all niggas on? Like, it's too expensive to eat healthy, but it's not too expensive to sell out your own people.
Like, niggas is frugal when it comes to their health, but exorbitant when it comes to their,
And the food isn't an attack on minorities too. That's a deeper conversation though. The lack of good food being put in supermarkets in bad neighborhoods, in minority neighborhoods, but then in
It happens.
In white neighborhoods, it's Whole Foods and it's like Cherryville Valley and all this. I'm saying all these good. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason for that.
That's all coincidence.
But y'all ain't gonna buy it because it's too expensive, right? But you'll go to the store and buy some blackface shit.
The funny thing is, they not even buying that.
Shit crazy.
They're not buying that. They're just buying the other shit with the green, red, and
son,
green and red.
Niggas would see it in the store and be like, and just walk past it and go to the Gucci sneaker section, son. Niggas would see the blackface shit, be like, that's crazy, and still buy the sneakers, son. Cause they got an event to go to on Friday. They gotta look fly, son. They gotta look fly. Fashion week is up. You gotta look for the white people. You gotta look presentable for the white people, son.
Exactly.
That's all it's about. But Liam Neeson, man, come to the front of the congregation. I have a little, I'm gonna play white devil. I'm gonna play white devil's advocate on this. That nigga's look. Liam Neeson is fucking crazy. And for those who don't know, he has a movie coming out called Revenge. I think it's called Revenge or some shit. Well, Revenge.
I don't know.
And I guess the interviewer was asking him, "What's the time that you had to embark on revenge, or you had a thought on your mind that you had to embark on revenge?" And he told a story about 40 years ago when he's 26. He's like 66 right now. When he was 26, one of his friends came to him and said that she got raped, and he was like, "By who?" And it was from a black man. So he went into this rage of like,
if that did happen too.
If that did happen, because who the fuck knows?
White women love blaming black niggas. And I got a story about
that's
last night.
Really?
Last night, yeah.
Wow. So that's historically something that
has been scapegoated towards black males by the dominant society.
Right. And by feminists, white feminists, but yeah.
Well, dominant society, they part of it.
Yeah, so he said that his friend said she got raped by a black man, so he went like a week or 2 weeks walking around like black neighborhoods waiting for, and he said he waiting for a black bastard to approach him or start a conflict in any type of way.
He said black bastard?
Yeah. So he can kill that person. He can kill that black man or black person. And that's some extremely racist shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there ain't really much more for me to say. Like, that's just some really racist shit. How he described it, the whole black bastards thing, the whole like waiting until Jinx on Say the Culture with Joe Budden said this, and I didn't realize it. He said he used his white privilege in that too, like waiting for them to attack him so he could defend himself and kill him. All in all, it's all premeditated, but he wants them to attack him first so he know that if a black man attacks a white man who have the upper hand, he'll be able to kill them no problem because it's in self-defense and get away with it because he's white. So that's a mental thing too. Like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, the gun on him most likely, I would say.
I don't know. I was hearing a crowbar or some shit. I was hearing some other shit.
He had a weapon.
He had something.
Because niggas ain't
and also
black man like
also I think he knows martial arts too, or some shit.
Yeah.
But that's great. The only thing I'ma say is to this is that, and I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but this happened 40 years ago. So I don't know if he's look. I'm not saying look.
Get Dominique tap shoes.
Look. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Look, I'm not saying because I put my foot on everybody's neck. I'm not saying he not racist today. For all we know, he could be racist. And I'm not a big fan. I don't watch movies. I'm not caping for this nigga. I'm just saying, there's been other cases that if one of us did something 40 years ago or 10 years ago, and there was some bad shit, whether he was a physical abuser, domestic abuser, or he was a murderer back in the day,
people outgrow their demons,
and he, you know what I'm saying, he evolved and he grew into. For all I know, he can still be racist. But this shit did happen 40 years ago. For all we know, he said oh, shit could be a lie, but he said after this, he realized that that's some fucked up shit. And he did go get himself some help. And for all we know, he could have, what's the word?
He said he got himself some help?
Yeah, he said he went the whole weekend or 2 weeks or whatever, and he didn't do anything. But then he realized that was a fucked up thought to have, and he went to go get help. He realized that it was a racist thought, and he went to go get help. That was 40 years ago.
I wouldn't say racist.
He was 26. So I'm just trying to keep it on an even playing field, because if it was somebody of my kind that did some wild shit when they was 18 and now they're 58, I would have said the same thing. That shit was 40 years ago. You gotta allow niggas to grow. Even though white men historically, they be racist their whole life type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's why I said I want to play white devil's advocate. I'm not caping for this nigga, but it did happen 40 years ago, and for all we know, he could have changed. He, you know what I'm saying? Who
I got what you're saying.
Yeah, who knows?
I got what you're saying.
That was some wild shit though.
Well, one thing that stood out to me was the fact that he said he was looking for a black bastard. That's why I clarified. Did he say that in the interview?
He did.
So now it's like, maybe that feeling is still lingering around. In addition
to
that,
he did feel comfortable saying that in the interview.
Yeah. And not only that, he was being paraded around on prime time like TV during the daytime, telling this fucked up story.
Right.
I would like to see a big black guy with a beard saying that his friend, a black woman, got raped by a white guy or killed by a white guy, and he went around looking for a white woman, a lily white woman, to rape and murder after. And I want him to be paraded around as well. The View, NBC, Good Day America, all of this shit. The outrage that would fucking happen.
Right.
Anyway, I really don't have much to say about Liam Neeson. Like, if anything has been proven in the past, since Obama has been in office, 2008, is that cops got way more balls. Actors, white actors, a lot of people in the dominant society, white people, have been very more outspoken
and bold.
Yeah, on their white supremacy ideologies and prejudices. Whether it's prejudice to black people or prejudice to people of the Latin community, or even Asians. The white woman on the train calling the people chink.
Right.
From Donald Sterling to Harvey Weinstein to Donald Trump, the president.
Right.
It's like a lot of people got way more fucking balls now. I mean, all that shit is just a facade because they know it's like within the nation. Catch any of these niggas one-on-one, they not coming with that same energy. All that shit gonna be shut down.
Yeah.
So I don't let it, go past. It's not that I'm saying that I ignore it, I'm oblivious to it. It's just that I don't give it too much energy. I peep it and I know how to adapt to it. So fuck Liam Neeson. I don't give a fuck about him. Another thing that caught my attention pertaining to this story, Michelle Rodriguez, Dom's girl from Fast and the Furious, the Spanish chick. Dominique Toretto, Vin Diesel, his girlfriend in Fast and the Furious movie. She came out and said, and defending Liam Neeson. She was like, "Oh, Liam Neeson's not racist. He kissed Viola Davis in the movie."
That means nothing.
What the fuck does that mean?
Plus, I mean, that's a bad example too.
Yeah, she needs to. She needs to shut the fuck up.
He's an actor.
Yeah,
so he could be kissing.
So people like that. That's what I'm saying. Like when people show me they self, people's actions dictate how I react. Cause I rebuttal, like whether it's vocally or through action. Oh, that's me. So Michelle Rodriguez, shut the fuck up. Nah, straight up. Anybody that want to defend this nigga, even Sarah Silverman, the Jewish girl, she was in yeah. She defended what's the nigga name? Louis C.K. with his bullshit.
Oh yeah, Louis C.K. He's saying
when he got condemned of touching. Not with that, but she defended him with the sexual shit. He was condemned of touching women like inappropriately.
Me Too shit.
On some Me Too shit.
I know
and she
that.
came out and she was like, "Oh, Liam Neeson. I mean, not Louis C.K. Some shit." She said.
He didn't even touch me. That type of shit.
Yeah. She need to shut the fuck up. All these people, like, when you peep they shit, if you're about it, I'm speaking to the black people who talk the talk and walk the walk. Which, to be quite honest, it's like 5 to 10% of us. And when I say of us, I mean like the whole fucking population. To be quite honest. Because a lot of niggas is lost. So, when you peep shit like this happen, just ignore niggas. Like, you don't even check for them no more. Anything they a part of, like, don't even... I mean, granted, if it's like Michelle Rodriguez and like Denzel Washington, or Michelle Rodriguez and Colin Kaepernick on some... I'm not saying you boycott it just because of that, you know, one demonic aspect. I'm not saying that at all.
Right.
But as far as you contributing to that person on a soul level, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that, fuck them.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Like,
yeah.
Yo, I already know, man. Like, if I was in the fucking entertainment world and I was like, I had a big name, a lot of niggas not gonna fuck with me.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna either. Cause I was saying some other day.
I'm gonna pop out at events purposely. Not even with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt. I'm gonna be like on some go back to the caves in Europe type shit. Like, tell you your fucking
Caucasus Mountains.
Shit. Yeah, go back to walking on all fours in Caucasus Mountains and shit. Like,
yeah, nah. I said something the other day. I said I always think about like if or when I get to the entertainment business, because like I say if because even though I want to be in that realm, I don't want to be deep into that realm where like I can't roam the street still. I don't want to be. I mean, I don't know. It come with the level of success, but like I don't want to be
too engulfed.
I don't want to be at the Hollywood parties. I want to be like Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Charlemagne, like, he's famous, but he don't be going to these Hollywood parties. He don't be at the industry parties.
Yeah.
By 9 o'clock, that nigga sleep. He home with his wife. Like, I'm on that type of shit. Speaking of Charlemagne, little shit. We went to this event yesterday.
iHeart event.
Yeah, iHeart and Metro Plus.
Yeah.
Speaking on mental health, and he was on a panel with some other professors,
doctors.
And some doctors, and it was a really dope
event.
event.
Shout out to all of them on the panel.
Yeah, man, got to meet one of them, and got to meet Charlemagne. Got a signed book of his Shook One Anxiety Playing Tricks on me.
Yes, sir.
So
and a picture with the brother.
Right.
We dapped him up and all of that.
Right. We didn't get really a chance to speak to him because they was rushing for the picture.
Yeah.
But I promise you this, I'm gonna work with that man one day, son.
Yeah.
For
we
a
gonna
fact.
cross paths, definitely.
For a fact. But what was I saying about I was saying that, like, you know how when you're a celebrity and you say something that offends a certain group of people, you said it from your heart, but now you gotta apologize.
Fuck that.
I'm not gonna lie, niggas gonna have to cancel me, son, cause I'ma never say some shit that's racist. I'ma never say some shit that's homophobic. But I'ma speak my motherfucking mind. None of this shit will come from hate.
Yeah.
But I'ma say some shit and y'all not gonna all agree with me, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing every time I say some shit y'all don't like, nigga. Fuck that, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck that and fuck y'all. I'm not doing that shit, son. I'm not doing that shit.
Every person in the Jewish community gonna have to shoot that fair one with me.
Nah, for
every
a fact.
person in
for
the
a fact.
fucking
for a fact.
LGBTQ ABCDEFG community gonna have to shoot the fair one, and all of y'all gonna have to. All of y'all gonna have to win for me to apologize.
Yeah, like fuck him up.
To be quite honest, and I'm not just saying this. Like, I want when we make it, cause when we say the if with the entertainment world, like us being big. But when we make it in the podcast world, with our content and shit, we want y'all to play this episode back.
Right.
And we want y'all, whatever energy you conjure up while listening to this episode and other episodes when I expose y'all for the fuck shit y'all did. Whatever energy y'all conjure up, we want y'all to bring that shit and meet me wherever. And I dare y'all niggas to ask me to apologize. I dare y'all. Oh my God. Apologize. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a funny. It's gonna be a funny.
Yo, that's so
reaction.
crazy that you said that.
I've been trying to stop cursing. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean,
I cursed like 800 times.
I know it's cool.
My grandfather listened to this to us.
Does he really?
Yeah, he likes it.
Hey man, shout out Grandpa.
Yes. Shout out to my grandpa.
That's what's up. Man. Before we move on, you said something happened last night regarding and rape with Uber.
Me and my dad, not with Uber. We
okay.
worked. Me and my dad, we was working once again in the city, right? We're almost done with the job. We're cleaning up. We're taking shit. Well, actually, we had just pulled up and we were fetching the tools inside to do like little shit before we finished. White woman, she was walking down the block. She stopped midway, I would say about 50 feet away from us. Did something on her phone. Mind you, it's fucking cold out. I know some people, they'll call 911 and then walk so that like the operator can hear what's transpiring or whatever.
Right.
I know people call loved ones. I know people even would record shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're gonna, 2 black men. I'll have my ski mask on. They're wearing all black. They're in a white area.
Wait, you had
my ski mask.
Ski mask.
They're in a white area with white businesses. Something's gonna be.
It's not really a white area. It's the city. This shit is free roam, like
exactly.
It's solo.
But the area is majority white business, I guess.
Right.
And the apartments being that they're so expensive, there's no black person in them.
Right.
Unless them niggas could afford it.
Right.
But she stopped. It was like a good 2 minutes. Who stops in the cold to text for 2 minutes?
Like right in front of y'all?
Right, like on our side of the block, not in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then she proceeded and she was walking slow. Like, I guess, wanting, I don't know what the fuck. But my dad was like, she calling the cops, right? She calling the cops. Well, that was his,
On y'all?
That's what he said.
Uh-huh.
But that's what he thought. But in my head, I'm like, one, niggas should take this as fucking reverse racism. I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is, but people could say what the fuck they want. I do not pay attention to white people. If you don't engage in a direct conversation or business transaction or whatever with me, y'all don't exist. Yo, y'all niggas is legit vessels walking around, occupying space around me. People could think, I am joking. People could think I'm doing this within the confines and comfortability around you in this podcast.
Something.
I deadass mean what I say.
That's not racist, by the way, either.
I know. That's why I said, like, people, because of their
white
ignorance.
people don't take it that way.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God,
you're not noticing me. You're racist.
Well, no, I was
He's not
saying
acknowledging
what I said. They would be like, oh, that's racist.
Right.
But my action, they wouldn't be like, because people, they have this thing,
New
New Yorkers are
you.
arrogant and we don't say shit to each other, so we don't go other places and say shit to them.
Right.
But she walked past, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bitch, you ain't shit. Like, son, niggas is not checking for you. White women, because of that narrative that we touched on earlier, they think every black man, has that fetish for them.
Right.
Y'all are trash. Period. Not all of them, but...
Yeah, I'm not trying to the white girls anyway, so, I mean, yeah.
I'm not trashing y'all as a people, but as far as that narrative that we want y'all, we yearn for y'all, that's bullshit. Y'all are trash. Like,
we not those niggas that...
Y'all are bugging with that.
Think of y'all as success.
And then, the fucking, the night before, the white guy, the doorman, his colleague, another white guy, another white doorman, we're packing up stuff, we're packing our tools to leave. Clearly seeing us leaving. We clearly have keys for the door and shit, right? He walked right next to us and checked the door next to us because the door that we're working on is for the store that we got the contract for. Another door next to us is residential to go upstairs, apartments and shit. He left his post to come all the way on hey, how are you? And check to make sure that it's locked. And then he walked back.
So y'all won't go to the apartments and shit?
Black men are gonna go in, leave their job. We're already on fucking cameras all over the damn place.
Right.
Leave our job, leave our tools, our vehicles. I got my Benz right there, my dad got his car right there. We gonna risk all of this shit to go in white people fucking apartments to rape them and steal from them, I guess. This is so when I speak, I speak from experience. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't be in my room twiddling my fingers, be like,
oh, white people are racist. I'm gonna tell this
lie.
lie.
I'm gonna say next week on our podcast.
Like, fuck that shit. Yeah. I speak from, there's genuine ass white people that I came across that I had dope conversations that I will continue to have conversations with. Yeah. And there's a bunch of fuck white niggas that I just don't pay attention to. Yeah. Whether they're entertainers or it's people that I see in person.
Right. Right. Yeah, that shit's crazy, man.
So I'll just be laughing like, man, I'm comfortable around y'all niggas. In my head, I'll be like, you fucking cave Neanderthal would think that I would go upstairs and shit. Like, that's what I'll be thinking in my head. Like,
right.
And I looked them in my dad, that was a funny ass night. He came back outside after he checked the door and shit, and he kept like, it's fucking cold. Like, why you outside? My dad stood up and grilled that nigga the fuck out. He went back in his post.
Yeah.
They can't stand when you show you're comfortable and you're not a bitch and you're not subservient to their bullshit. Like you're a fucking doorman.
Right. We'll beat you the fuck up too.
Either one of us, easy. Like what? They think they have this authority. Over you just because I'm white and I'm wearing a suit. Nigga, you're wearing a suit being a doorman.
Yeah, that's your uniform.
You accept Amazon and FedEx packages and you hold the door in cold caps for a living.
Right. Right.
Like,
there ain't really no authority in that. Nigga, hold my fucking door.
Yeah, nigga. And shut your bitch ass up, tubby. Big ass belly. Anyway, we gonna move forward. Speaking of white people, João Teixeira de Faria. He's Brazilian and he is
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
He's that's his name.
Sound like a lizard, nigga. Some shit.
Oh man. He's a faith healer. In other words, like a pastor in a sense, kind of shit.
He charging?
Funny thing, he is cool with the Clintons. And Mr. Faria has been charged for running one of the largest sex trafficking businesses, underground businesses, if not definitely in Brazil, but in the whole South America.
Shout out to my nigga William. He told us about the Clintons. He touched on that. That's That's crazy.
All that shit ties in, and what he does is he gets like homeless or impoverished looking young females, like around the age of from like 10 to 13. Mainly the ones who look like can reproduce.
Yeah.
But very young. And he tells them about this farm he has in the other side of Brazil, and their work, and they get money to support themselves and better living. The girls fall for the bait. No, this is what I'm telling you. In a sense, it's kind of like pimping. The girls fall for the bait. They take up the offer, and then when they go, it's like farms, and they're gang raped. Well, they're raped repeatedly, and after 10 years of being raped.
10 years?
Yeah, within 10 years of being raped consecutively, and giving birth consecutively, they're killed and or they're sold to white people in America, Canada, Australia, Europe. Not only that, the babies are all, it's everything in this is a business. The babies, because the girls keep getting raped. Like this year, 2010, well, hypothetically, like 2019, we're gonna have sex with you like in January, whatever, you give birth September. October, November, we're gonna fuck you again. So you get pregnant again. Like there's no break. There's no break.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And after their bodies can't withstand it no more, that's when they would kill them and get new girls, new batch.
Right.
And they just keep doing this. And the babies are being sold on the black market to Europeans.
That's slavery.
Canadians, Australians, Americans. White prominent people.
And he has a connection with the Clintons.
And he has a connection with the Clintons, yes. Correct.
That shit is slavery. And y'all all know that Brazilians are black, right?
I know that.
Like we all know that though, right? Like they're black,
got the majority of Africans who were transported from Africa went to Brazil.
Yeah.
Majority.
Yeah.
People think America, no.
Right.
If not, America got the least because there were already black people here. Mm-hmm. Majority went to Brazil.
Yep. That's a fact. Yep. That shit sound like slavery, pimping, prostitution, child. That shit. So what is up?
Not even sounds like it is.
Yeah.
All of these shits. Racketeering, all of that.
What is up with white people and having to own people like on some like what like
white people are the parasites.
And this is modern day.
White people are the parasites of planet Earth.
This shit is modern day. What you said earlier that they...
Oh, we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. Trust and believe. We gonna get into that. With substantiated facts.
See, you know what it is?
Substantiated facts.
See, niggas... I try to keep it I try to give y'all niggas some sort of benefit of the doubt.
It's impossible. Yo, Dominique, every time you try to give these niggas benefit of the doubt, I'm gonna come with 3 facts to blow your fucking brains.
Like
you gonna have to come on my side. You gonna have to be like fuck white people.
I know about the fuck shit.
Say fuck white people.
Fuck white people. Fuck white people in this. Yo, it's like.
Oh man.
Son, look, whoever listens to the podcast, y'all know. I be trying to give y'all niggas some type of leeway. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't have 2 niggas on one podcast down y'all fucking throat. So I try to keep it a little bit. I'm still ain't fucking with y'all. I'm trying to keep it a little balanced, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to. Yeah. But it's like, this is some modern day shit, and y'all people is still selling niggas.
Yeah.
Like, my dad fell on the job. My dad fell on the job, and he fell on like his back area, close to his neck and shit. And the white guy, he was like, "You gotta come finish this job."
Just like that.
He didn't say it like that, but he told it to somebody else, and the person relayed it to us. Like, y'all gotta finish this job.
Yeah.
So when I speak, it's like I said, it's not just me yapping that yap. And this is why I said it's not all white people. And let's get it clear. There's a big misconception around the term white people. White people is not phenotypical. Is not confined to phenotypical, characteristics. Just because you have pale skin, blonde hair, blue eyes, you're not white. You are Caucasian. White is an ideology. And I first heard this from Dick Gregory. Not every white person is white. Don't get that misconstrued at all. Because this is where, for example, court and shit will come into play. Whereas Donald Sterling will rape 20 prominent white actresses, but he would still get off. Now, the defendant is white and the prosecution is white. But what's making the prosecution not win this case? While the defendant, Donald Sterling... No, Donald Sterling? No, I'm bugging. Not Donald Sterling. That's the fuck nigga from the Clippers.
Clippers, yeah, the owner.
Harvey Weinstein, while his ass is getting off.
Right.
So, this is where a lot of black people, like, we don't look into shit. We be like, oh, it's the money. Yeah, it's the money. That plays a part. But these are 20 prominent A-list white actresses. I'm pretty sure they could pool their resources and Trump hair shit. Or, nah, white is an ideology. You need to have a certain type of money and you need to have a certain type of connections and all of this shit to be part of this conglomerate. Well, what they deem as conglomerate. You see what I'm saying? So when y'all hear us say fuck white people, don't think we're saying fuck all pale skinned people.
Right.
Just as a disclaimer. Because, niggas gonna come with their bullshit. And niggas gonna try to...
You guys gotta apologize.
Yeah, suck my dick. And I don't say that.
Right.
I didn't mean to say that. Nah, even with people I don't fuck with, I don't say that. So I recant that. I recant that. I don't want to say that. Yeah. Because niggas might actually try to suck your dick and shit. Oh, you said I could do it. Nah.
But nah, that's
moving along.
Child trafficking shit is crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look that shit up, people, man. That shit
Kids are being sold.
That shit is big in America. Y'all niggas don't know. Like, that shit is big in America, son.
Moving along the conveyor belt of white people, study according to livescience.com, and The Guardian also ran this story. Study shows that due to the European slaughter of indigenous Americans, it caused the planet to cool down. I need y'all to listen to me.
Yeah, read that again.
European slaughter of indigenous Americans may have cooled down the planet. This is according to Live Science.
Right.
The Guardian. European colonization of Americas killed so many, it cooled Earth's climate. Earth! Not America, not United States of America, not North America, not the Western Hemisphere, the Earth.
Them niggas did they own
This is
global
why
cooling.
this is why Mother Earth is like, you know what? Fuck these niggas.
Them niggas did they own global cooling, son. Like, that's crazy. We really think about it, that's crazy. That shit is crazy, son.
I know. That's why I said every time people try to justify these niggas, I'm gonna come with some mind-blowing facts.
Think about that shit though. And native people we're talking about was black people in America.
Yeah.
And the what's
Indians?
the other? I want to say Indians because Indians are from India. What's the what they call
Native
Americans, but it's another word for them.
Amerindians?
Nah.
Indigenous people?
Nah, it was something else, but
Arawaks? Taino? I don't know.
Yeah, Taínos, right?
Those are Indians.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Native Indians.
Yeah.
It's just a group. Like Cherokee,
But I don't like
Taino.
saying Indian because Indians is from India.
Well, the Taínos were more in like the Caribbean islands, like Cuba. They came and killed them
Right.
out. Dominican Republic, Hispaniola, that whole island.
A lot of people.
Trinidad had, like, I asked Mel one time. I was like, you know, like you guys have not only Indians. Oh yeah, another thing. I didn't mean to say Indians. I meant to say Spanish. Like Spanish. There was some Spaniards. Well, Spaniards went there, but there was like with the bloodlines and shit. Spanish.
Okay.
I was like, you know, y'all got Spanish in y'all bloodline, right? I don't know if all of y'all, majority of y'all, half of y'all. I don't know the percentage wise.
Yeah, it's a mix of African, Taino, and Spanish. That makes
English too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying specifically Trinidadians. I know like Spanish were there. I don't know if that's why they women sexy like that. I don't know.
Black women will kill you for that. All
of them. They're still black.
They sexy because of the Spanish
they got
part
sexy
of them,
Guyanese
not because of the black
Jamaican
part of
women.
them.
Haitian.
We got you, nigga.
Haitian women, as far as Caribbean goes, Labor Day parade.
I don't really run into too many
Haitian women take the cake.
Where the fuck y'all be?
I told
Haitian
you
women
that
stand
chick
up,
last
son.
night.
Where y'all be at?
That chick last night, I think she was Haitian or something. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Her facial features, she looked Haitian. Then her body, she looked Haitian.
You better tread lightly, nigga. I'm telling you right now. You better tread lightly.
I'm just saying. My eyes still work. I'm in a relationship, but my eyes still work.
You better tread lightly.
You telling me like I don't know.
But yo, just imagine that. They killed so much people in one country that it lowered the Earth's temperature. I kind of compare that to like, you got mad niggas in one room and all that body heat and niggas breathing and, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's hot. And then you know what I'm saying? It's just, and then when niggas leave the room, so there's less people, the temperature cools down.
Yeah. I'm going to read a quick excerpt from the study. It said, from the article, it said, essentially, once these tens of millions of people died in North, Central, and South America, they could no longer farm. The forest then crept in, taking over farmland and doing what plants and trees do best. Breathe in CO2. This process decreases the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere, leading to widespread cooling, the researchers said. However, not everyone is convinced by this argument. Two experts live science interviewed called the idea interesting, but said that more research is needed to support the claim. I'm guessing those two people are, batting for
I mean, they could say that though.
They can say that, of course, because.
But just the thought, just to somebody to even have a theory of that is very telling. Like trees are not acting that way.
I believe this shit is very accurate.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, that's very telling.
Like you said, once more people is inhabiting somewhere, it tends to be warmer.
Yeah. That shit's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Y'all need to white people is, son. You know how many.
Beginning in 1492, that's when the killing and stuff started. You got anything else? This was a mind-blowing episode.
Yeah, this was this shit. Oh, I just want to touch on one more thing.
Yeah.
Something minor before we close out. Super Bowl just passed, right? And so I was reading something online. Bob Costas was a former NBC sports spokesperson, right?
Let me see.
And he used to be notorious for being a spokesperson during the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's known from. Apparently, he can no longer commentate the Super Bowl on NBC because he brought up the concussion crisis, right? So this is what I be saying about, like, you can support what you want to support. The reason why I still watch the NBA sometimes, I still play 2K, is because the NBA don't be doing
overt shit.
Like, blatant shit. Like until these niggas show me a reason to fucking not watch them, like, they gotta show me some shit.
They gotta say, like what I said. Fuck all black people.
Yeah, like, nah, I mean, not that extreme. They gotta show some shit. Cause like they haven't really.
For some black people, they gotta be that.
You know what I'm saying? They haven't really shown anything, as far as I'm concerned. But the NFL, they just don't give a fuck. They, like, the way they organize their teams and the way they operate the NFL, be on some slave master plantation shit. You know what I'm saying? So basically, he's not allowed to. I'm not sure if he's fired or he just cannot speak on football anymore, Super Bowl, because a spokesperson from Sports Group, NBC Sports Group, said that Bob's opinions are his own and they do not represent those of the NBC Sports Group. He spoke out on the concussion crisis. That is not an opinion. It's a fact that
a movie, all of that. Doctors
that
proved it.
This is a proven thing that over years of football.
What's it called again?
What's
it called again?
What?
The type of concussion that the NFL.
I'm not even sure what the technical name. You can
look it up.
Yeah, but like, for those who don't know, that your brain is in your skull, right? But it's not snug against your skull where like you can move it around. It is not. It's like a gel around it.
Exactly.
So when you move it a lot, that's why they say don't shake babies.
I was just about to say shaking baby syndrome is the same exact thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they implementing these. Like the NFL, like they're slowly spoon feeding y'all that they know about this shit. That's why they have shit like you can't go head to head anymore. Mm-hmm. You get a penalty for that shit, or maybe a suspension. You can't directly go head to head with somebody because they know how detrimental it is.
CTE.
Right. So it's like he spoke out on this about how the concussions are bad and how they need to either change the way the game is played. And they was like, nah, we're not fucking with you no more. And they stopped putting him on the air. What does that tell you about the NFL? They don't give a fuck about y'all. Go out there and play my sport and make us more money. They don't care about the well-being of y'all. They don't care if you retire in 7 years and now you could barely articulate your words. You starting to forget shit. You getting brain cancer. Your brain is damaged. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about that shit. As long as you making enough money, as long as you
bring in revenue
and Super Bowls and exactly.
And that and that shows you how big this thing is, because the stadiums are in cities and some in states, because some NFL teams it's like the state name and others is the city name.
Yeah.
So you telling me the mayor can't say shit, the senator can't say shit, the governor can't say shit? All of these niggas with the revenue and the taxes on these games and tickets and stuff being sold, best believe money are being kicked up to certain political officials.
100.
So you telling me, that's why I'm like, fuck the NBA too. I don't watch none of these sports shit. I will watch it, a clip on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Somebody compile it and I'll give you money. Like if you're a black person and all you do is compile NFL videos, I will watch your shit to give you money. That's how I think. I'm not watching NBC or I was about to say TNT. That's just to show how fucking disconnected I am.
TNT play basketball games.
They do?
Yeah.
I was gonna say ESPN though.
ESPN, TNT, NBA TV.
Yeah. I'm not watching them. I'm not watching them because the analysts, they're all in cahoots with the narrative that needs to be pushed. That's just to show that, people have no Fourth Amendment rights. It's the Fourth Amendment, right? Freedom of speech?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
I believe so.
That's just to show. How could you tell me I have freedom of speech, but then I gotta watch what I say on TV? When I'm being subjective about a sport. Sports is subjective. Right. You like Kobe, that's subjective. Some people like MJ, some people like T-Mac, some people like Allen Iverson, Steve Nash.
Keep mentioning T-Mac. Just mention the top people in the world. Don't mention
Tracy
the things
McGrady.
at the bottom.
Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash. See, I'm not racist. Steve Nash. That's how white people be. Oh, see, I'm not racist. I like Allen Iverson. I'm not racist. I have a best friend named Jamal. Well, bitch, I'm not racist. One of my favorite players of all time is Steve Nash. Ask Dominique. But that's just to show how deep this rabbit hole can get.
Yeah.
So we gonna conclude on that?
Yeah.
Fact of the week.
Yeah.
Fact of the week. I accidentally gave y'all a spoiler last week. Started talking about it. But this week's fact of the week is National Defense Authorization Act, also known as the Indefinite Detention Bill, also known as S-1867, which was passed by a senator by the name of Carl Levin, who also happened to be a Jew-ish. And basically what this bill does and authorizes is that the government can lock you up without a charge, without a trial, and without oversight. Your Bill of Rights in the Constitution will be dismissed. And your Miranda rights will also be dismissed. So what makes it active is basically if I believe the president might have to, or any government official, but I know for a fact the president. If the president say, Brothers Podcast, they are enemy of the state, they are terrorists, we can be locked up. We don't have no trial, nothing. And that's why it says indefinite, because we don't know how our sentence, we don't know
how long it is.
Maximum security.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know Guantanamo Bay. They did mention Guantanamo Bay because terrorists are shipped there. It's like a terrorist prison.
Right. They torture them.
On an island where America don't fuck with. All this shit makes me be like, the whole world is under a fucking puppeteering, because how y'all don't fuck with me, but y'all come and build a prison on my island. And I have no jurisdiction there. We don't fuck with each other. You got all this land, and you come on my little island to build your prison?
Wait, who owns
Cuba? Guantanamo Bay is in Cuba.
Oh, okay.
Fidel Castro, all that beef that y'all supposedly had with the man.
Right.
Y'all go build an island, y'all build a prison there.
Yeah.
So y'all might just have access with each other.
Right.
I mean, I rock with Fidel and Che Guevara. I resonate with Che Guevara more because of, his political and, other views. But that's just the fishy, that's shit like that blows my mind. Like,
They've had to do some type of business to even allow them to build on that island.
I would say.
Yeah.
The ending of Bad Boys 2, fun fact, with the mines and the sand and stuff, when the guy Johnny Tapia, Bad Boys 2,
I'm
Gabrielle Union.
See, I know.
Yeah, when she threw the gun and the mine came up, that was Guantanamo Bay. That was in Cuba.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's why the U.S. officials came out. That's why they drove there, because they know once we get there, we're safe. We're U.S. agents. Once we get there, give a clearance, we good. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fun fact. But yeah, S1867. Y'all can look it up.
So is it?
It's passed.
It's passed already.
Yeah, and all this shit goes
so once
hand
you
in
considered
hand.
a terrorist to America,
once you could say anything about LGBT or Jewish or the government,
then why the fuck are we still
or the
here?
media, and
we should have been out of here.
That's what I'm saying. Once they deem you as a terrorist,
yo, that's crazy.
That's when we, enact this.
Well,
you heard it here first. Well, not first, but you heard it here.
Right. There you have it, man. We'll holla at y'all, man, next week.
Yeah, y'all be safe out there, man.
For sure.
Thank you for checking in again. Well, tuning in. Brothers Podcast signing out.
Bang.